Blah. Well, hello there. Good Lord. All right, let's see. Let's see. What was I doing? Stone Talon. Powder. All right, let's head to Powder Town. Hey, Kisef, how's it going? And will I ever get this done? I'm not so sure. The leader of the Death Totem. I gotta have that though. Let's queue for it and see what happens. Windhorn. Wind group. We'll just run around Stone Talon while we wait. I think Powder Town is the goblin thing, which means that there's a bunch of quests there. What about these? Farwatch Post. Oh, these are... yeah. Boulder Load Mine. Anyways, I'm running. Well, I'm walking. So... you just died on 41? Hardcore? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, I gotta throw this stream up and annoy people at Out of Bounds Entertainment. Due to lack of sleep, but you're joining a normie guild to finish the journey. I like that you do have that option. Basically, unhardcoring. What do they call it, actually? Stepping down? Descending? YouTube notifications. I'm walking. I'm walking and goblin over here. CapyWoW. Wow, what's going on? All right. I want to finish these Duratar quests. Let's just go one by one. Find the prisoner backcell at Farwatch Post in the Barrens. So we got to get to the Barrens then. Oh yeah, I have a turtle. You get the title Blaze for the attempt? Because you went out in a blaze of glory? That's pretty good. I like that. Almost makes me want to try hardcore. Almost. I mean, we could do hardcore now. I don't know if I should do it while I'm walking around being out of breath either. You've invested way too much to start over, so just keep playing. Yeah. I get that feeling too. Why is Crossroads so much further? We just went through Thunder Bluff. Let's go to Stone Talon Mountains then. Bah. So, fellow necromancers. Welcome, fellow necromancers, to this party of the undead. I really wish that WoW had originally shipped with like 4 factions, similar to Warcraft 3. Would have been so much cooler. I know why it didn't, but it just seems like taking the Night Elves and having them separate, splitting them into the more distinctions you do, the less options there are for players, and so you feel like you're taking away roleplay elements, but you're actually layering more roleplay elements in. But if you want to be a warrior of the Night Elves, you have to be female, which I think is great. I thought that was one of the great distinctions that would have made the game more interesting. How am I still playing? Oh, how am I walking and playing? I have a foldable treadmill under my desk, and my desk rises so I can walk on the treadmill while I'm playing. Though walking while playing at this speed can be difficult at times. Burning Legion faction, indeed. How would you diversify the Night Elves? They're already diverse. The Druids are themselves like a trifold class. They can do anything. Having that sort of utility is pretty amazing. But the Night Elves could also have a Firbolg race, and they could also have, well, you've got the warrior class in the women, and then you've got the druidic class in the males, and then you have the Firbolg, who are shamanistic, sort of like their bestial class. And then you can layer in things like you could do trolls. Like there could be some factions of trolls that is aligned with the Night Elves, because they are related. But we'd probably have to come up with at least one or two other distinct races for the Night Elf faction. Maybe that's where you throw the Volpera or whatever they're called and things like that. It would have been interesting to have more. I mean, that could have been where all the furry ones are. And dark trolls. Dark trolls? Is that already a thing? Horde has at least 3 to 4 races, so does the Alliance. Even if you exclude gnomes, which I know you have a gripe with. Yeah, I would exclude gnomes, of course. Naga would not be with the Night Elves. No, not a chance. I don't know. What? Here's the thing, and this is the trap that I think a lot of people fall into, is you're like, I want all the sides to be equal, so if I put one here, I need one over there. I don't like that kind of thinking. It's like, I'd be okay with a faction that was literally just the Naga. Why does it have to have a bunch of other stuff? It doesn't need it. The Night Elves, Firbolgs aside, because Firbolgs actually make sense from the campaigns and everything, don't really need other races to rely on. And they have all the versatility they need just through the Druid class alone. Druid can do everything. So you'd see a lot of Druid Night Elves and Warrior Night Elves. And obviously Hunters. And then we probably need to do other classes based on things like the Warden and so forth. But I just prefer that type of design where you let the story and the narrative define the things and don't worry so much about trying to make everything equal and the same. Because that's how you end up with stupid shit. Like Blood Elves. Like Blood Elf joining the Horde and High Elf disappearing for no fucking reason. Which I think is just not good. What is this? Where the hell is Boulder Lord Mine? Powder Town. I think it's here? I think it's there. Let's go that way. I should have stopped at the Shimmering Flats and tried to do the races, though. In Mount Hyjal, you can have Dark Trolls help you? Yeah. I just think it's less interesting to try and do, I guess what I would call equivalency design, which is to say, rather than designing based on the narrative, you try to force things in to fit. Sometimes it works out. Like I do think Firbolg as a race would be interesting for the Night Elves as a faction. And they have that relationship already established. There could potentially be others. For example, maybe sea giants could be something that's aligned with the Night Elves, because they hate the Naga. So they've got a mutual enemy. They both want to keep things clean. And the sea giants might be the Night Elves' contacts for ocean activities. Because they're druidic anyways, they can turn into sea animals and go out there, talk to them. But just in general, I hate trying to force it to work. Oh, they have this, then they must have that. That's how you end up with paladins on both sides and shaman on both sides. That's where that thinking leads. And paladins being a alliance only thing was probably one of the more interesting designs of the game. And I'm sad that they lost it in retail. What about Holy Eridar? Oh, wait. Yeah. Like I said, it leads you down weird paths where things don't make sense anymore. This way? Maybe this way. I know it's not totally north, so gotta reveal this area of the map that I can't see on the far west here. It's not Amani Allure. Is that copper? It is. Copper. I desperately need all the copper I can get my hands on. So I've been editing my book, 2084. That's going okay. I get in a negative mindset about my own writing. I'm like, this is crap. And then I think I spiral a little bit, and I just need to take a break so I can tolerate my own writing again. Which sounds terrible, but that's what it feels like. Scout Con. You completely forgot about Worgen since they started out as Night Elf druids who've been cursed by their wolf forms? Is that right? Before they became the Gelnean Empire thing? Well, yeah, I mean, Worgen for the Night Elves could work too, I suppose. I just don't want to... The equivalency design, I think, just leads you down silly paths. I mean, we've seen it. We all know. We all know that it makes things kind of boring as you meld all these different ideas together to try and force them to work. Here's Powder Town. I remember this place. The problem is just I don't have any quest space. Not useless. Venture Coat employees. I would have to drop something in order to start picking up quests here, I think. That's what they went with Catalore? Yeah, Cataclysm lore is a fucking mess. I think between Cataclysm and Shadowlands, they're competing for worst narrative design ever. Actually, no, Shadowlands wins by quite a mile. Oh, let's be realistic. Shadowlands is some of the worst lore ever written for Warcraft as a franchise. So if I abandon some of these, well, it's you. It's you for sure. Damn it, there's like so many quests here. Okay, what am I gonna do? Thunder Bluff. I would have to go all the way back there. But you know what? It's an orange quest. Let's drop it. What else? Can't drop that one. I'll definitely forget. Town of Will. Taran Mill. Why is this red? That's weird. I'm gonna hold on to that one because it came from Undercity and I don't want to have to go back in there. Clam bait. This we can drop. This we can drop. This we can also drop. They all come from the same place in Descos. Okay. Get some quests loaded. I think there's like 6 around here, actually. Oregon original lore, where they came from, dark spooky planet, was cooler concept.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, I'm not sure about the interplanetary stuff.
Have a good one.
It can work, I guess. Just
Time is money.
makes Azeroths feel smaller.
Keep it real.
And when it comes to WoW classic design, cheap beer. All right.
What do you require?
Decaying roots.
Hey,
All
keep it real.
right. Oh, there's still more. Fuck. This place has so many quests.
Feels anywhere. Hurry back.
Quest log's full. You're fucked. Shit. All right, Warsong supplies. Goodbye.
I got what you need. Have a good one. Hey,
What is this? Okay.
good.
This is from the port city. This also port city. Okay, what the fuck? That's Varamothras. I don't want to get rid of those. This one, I think I have to get that in the dungeon anyways.
Interesting.
Boy. Gnomes were always a leper.
Glad I
Okay.
could help.
And then we'll see what the last one is over here. Or was it?
Yeah, what do you want?
Cheap beer?
Yeah, what do you want? Yo. Have a good one.
Orcs, your main iconic Warcraft race, comes from another planet too. I mean, yes, it does. But that planet's destroyed. So you're not thinking of another planet out there anymore. Like, this is the Orcs' homeworld. And they always should have done more narrative about how they lost their homeworld and, like, this is their only chance left. But because you keep expanding the cosmos that way, and like, oh, there's this planet over here, planet over there, it becomes less of a thing, less important. Why don't the Orcs just find another homeworld? You know? And ogres should have always been in the Horde. Orcs are illegal aliens? Effectively, yes. They invaded Azeroth. Oh, shit. Definitely don't want to cancel that. I'm halfway through it. Oh, be a shame to cancel that one. How about this one? I don't remember where I got it, but
Time is money, friend.
Didn't matter too much.
Hey, keep it real. Interesting.
Speak with Security Officer Mort. I should be reading these quests, but I'm a little
Talk to me.
not in the right headspace. Gig's a special sort. Great when he's sober, but he hasn't been sober once ever since we came here. Yeah, I know the type. Oh, that's it. And you?
Time is money, friend.
One of the bruisers said there's a kobold among the Venture Co, and he's their overseer.
Be good.
We can kill that.
Got the best deals anywhere.
Let's go. Whoa. Oh my. Sweaty, sweaty. If only Ice was in charge of Stormwind. Jesus, Scott, what's wrong with you? Never mind, I already know everything. Good fucking go. And then he's like, "Oh, but I'm not racist. Why you keep calling me racist? You're such a jerk. Telling people I'm racist when I'm not racist." Scott, Jesus. Ice got cooked by orcs in original Warcraft. True. All right, let's kill these. I think they dropped something I need. Wait, what's going on? No? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Seems not. Scott, I'm this close to just kicking you off the channel, man. Ugh, so annoying. I know you've told me that insults are your love language, but I'm not into it, and I haven't been ever at any point, and I've never encouraged this. And I don't want it. So take your bear shenanigans to what is it, Grinder. You can talk about bears there all day, if that's your thing. Oh, we're here to talk about Warcraft for the moment. Rumbling Earth must die. If they drop elements, that would be great. But no, they drop crap. We're obviously too high level for this area, but if we get these quests done while they're green, each one is like 800 experience or something. I think he wants a werebear race in Warcraft. We can name it the Baron. Do they live underground in the Barrens? Ew, leper gnomes. Disgusting. I think that goblin was implying that all gnomes are leper gnomes, and that they always were leper gnomes. They just got their skin tinted green, but they're actually no different. That goblin is very wise. Foreman's instructions? That was the weakest ambush I've ever seen. $447, not bad. Not bad. Where is gnome versus goblin racism? It probably just didn't get emphasized too much because they were not, the goblins were supposed to be a neutral race. Which I always thought was a mistake, because in Warcraft 2, they're very clearly a part of the Horde. But again, these are all weird idiosyncrasies that come about when you create a game based on a race war. Good morning, Kinglich. How are you today? Whoa, what was that? What the shit? All right. Gnomes were always a leper. Idiots called us suicidal, but they'd gone and done that. Calling themselves leper gnomes now. They were always a leper, if you ask me. So true. You missed the good part of the stream already? It's just Scott being a bear. Because he loves bears so much. He was talking about how he wants to go on Grindr and find real bears. I don't know what that's about. You guys can talk to each other about it in the comments if that's what you want. But Scott lives to get a rise out of me because he has nothing good in his life, apparently. So it has to be focused on agitating others. And thus begins the psychological examination part of this live stream. Let's play What's Wrong with Scott. Everyone can contribute in the comments all the things they think that Scott is suffering from. I'll begin. I think he has a deep self-loathing of his ancestry because of his Hispanic heritage, and that he listens to Nick Fuentes because he can tell a kindred spirit who also hates themselves and also happens to be Hispanic. All right, next. Next person go. I like cats. Okay. Then you should be upset by the news from Bethesda. The artist who originally made the Khajiit was let go. So I guess no more Khajiit-like stuff. I mean, she doesn't get to own it, which is the sad part. The Khajiit belonged to Bethesda, regardless of who made it originally. If I want to ban you, Scott, I just do it. I keep giving you warnings instead. And I'm giving you the warning that I'm tired of it. So you should know by now. Leaper. I am Solid Snake, Goblin Agent of the Horde, and I'm here to stop my brother Leper Gnome from building his neck. These are not my brothers. I don't think goblins and gnomes have any relationship. Oh, you mean these? Yes. These goblins, unfortunately. They have betrayed us. And they must be put down. One by one. Oh. What item do I need from these guys? I'm not clear on that. I think I'm looking for barrels of oil, not necessarily. Yeah. Six of these. Decaying roots. Ancients of the Charred Vale. Is this an elite? No. Okay, so I do need to kill those basilisks at the start. Oh, God. And my inventory's full. Son of a bitch. New class, Bandbringer? Yes. The bans will continue until the weird latent homosexuality is exposed. Yeah. Bah. So there's no jobs in the game industry now. The few that I've seen, if I look on LinkedIn, there's about 100 people who've already applied before I even touch it. And that's in like every single case. So it's kind of like, effectively, there is no game industry for the vast majority of people. And because there's such a plethora of lower cost labor out there, having like 20 plus years of experience turns out to be a liability. Especially if you're considered having worked at like older companies with proprietary engines, because now you don't have Unreal Engine on your resume and things like that. So it's sort of become a trap. It's the trap of success. No matter how illustrious your career, you become priced out of the market when the market collapses. And what I've been discovering is that a lot of the people in the position of lead or director even have less years of experience than I do. And they don't necessarily want, well, they probably don't have the, how to put it, they're scared. They're scared to be managing someone who has worked on better things than they ever probably will in some of these cases. So what do? Because you can't even get your foot in the door. They're not even interested in talking to you at a certain point. And it's like, even when I apply for these, I've applied anonymously, effectively, with a more low-key resume for certain positions, and just taken the tests. And I'll get feedback like, yeah, you know, you did really well in these portions of the test, but we're looking for someone more like this. So even in situations where I would potentially be good for the job, and I'm willing to sacrifice pay to make it happen, you end up in a situation where they've got so many options that it doesn't matter. Ew, bear meat, disgusting. So you can't get the job anyways. So then what do you do? There's no real option anymore. The game industry is a closed book. It's all Gen X bosses telling HR to post jobs that most people can't even get into. Gen X is the new boomers. Well, I've noticed that a lot of these jobs that they post are like junior designer, 5 years experience, at least 2 completed titles. There are people who've worked in the game industry for 8+ years and only have 1 completed title under their belt. And it's not preventing me from getting a job, but like, who is a junior designer with more than 5 years of experience? Like, I would never classify someone with 5 years of experience as a junior. That doesn't even make sense. But they can do shit like that to lower the expectation of the pay to nothing, basically. And that's what they're doing. They're abusing this for sure. And I'm 90% sure now that there was collusion. That Microsoft and Epic Games and probably Ubisoft all got together at some secret meeting, which I know they have, and they discussed lowering wages and how they were going to go about it. So they just started firing people. And here we are. Game industry in collapse. Jobs are paying less than ever. And I'm sure they're happy about it. And now they can like restart development with less cost. And they're still under the delusion that they can make up for this with AI. So yeah, you've got half the people that you used to. You just replace that work with AI work. Give them AI tools. That'll do it. And if you've seen the graphic I posted about how the AI industry is literally just moving billions of dollars between each other, this is part of that. They're looking for further justification by making the game industry part of that mess. So now it's just money being moved between the game industry and the AI industry. They're manufacturing consent to use AI by saying, oh, the game industry was unprofitable, so we had to fire all these people to make it profitable. But it's still very hard to make a game, so we'll have to use AI to make up for all these people that we lost. They're manufacturing consent because they couldn't find a purpose for the AI. People are using it for free, but they don't want to pay because it doesn't actually do that many useful things, or at least not usable useful things. It can create junk, and people who don't know any better think it's making something good. And that's where we're at, with a bunch of junk being made, thrown on the internet, and some people pay for it, and they will then argue, oh, if people pay for it, it must be worth it. How do you convince someone that what they're buying is crap when they think it's good? And under capitalism, I guess it's a distinction without a difference. It doesn't matter as long as they think it's good, even if it's shit. So then what? I don't know. How do you solve this? Is there a solution? I don't know that there is. I think it just gets worse. Oh, what? Ah. Whoa, whoa. Oh no. What the fuck? Oh, what the? All that for a stupid box. Jeez. Almost done. Only 4 miles or kilometers to go. Oh, I need water, but I spilled it last time. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh. That's the guy. All right. Get this up. Oh, Gen X bosses. So, as far as I can tell, most of the job listings on LinkedIn are not real, in that I think they're posted for compliance reasons as opposed to actually being real jobs. The other theory is that a lot of these jobs are basically explicitly being given to H-1B immigrants, but that seems a little bit far-fetched and doesn't really align with what I've seen in the game industry. Anyways, typically they'd much rather hire local. There was a fire in Thailand. Did you die? No. There was a fire in a bar in Bangkok. What would that have anything to do with me? Generally speaking, I don't hang out in bars, especially not that type of bar. Lest my wife kill me. Recover the venture company evidence from the venture. Okay, what is this? Venture company evidence. Evidence. Okay, I should just kill more guys. Basilisks. This one I'm not sure. What else? 15 venture company armbands. Are these dropping? All right, we got to turn in some of this shit because it's pretty clear to me I don't have the inventory space for whatever that third one is. You'll borrow a page from Dr. Stephen Goodvibes. You might have been looking for ladyboys. No, Scott, I would not be looking for ladyboys. That's insane. I have no interest in that. I'm married, idiot. Again, I wasn't at the bar, and that bar was in Bangkok, so I have no inclination of what happened with that fire. But Scott likes to tell on himself. Just come to Thailand and go hang out with ladyboys if that's what you want to do. There's nothing wrong with that. It's up to you. Married men can cheat. Can. Would. Not me. You, maybe. I think if Nick Fuentes slipped into your DMs, you'd be all over it. All right, we're done. Eat. Oh, sweaty. I'm definitely gonna have to take a shower. Don't want to be like yesterday. When was it? 2 days ago. All sweaty and gross sitting in the chair. People are incredibly interested in ladyboys for whatever reason. I can't see why. I don't know. I don't know. And again, I have to point out, statistically speaking, there's not more ladyboys in Thailand as a percent of the population than anywhere else. It is not a... the trans community here is not any larger than in any other country, except maybe ones where they actively seek to kill them. Or at least they can't be public. Here they can be public because no one cares. It's not a big deal. The way it should be. You let everyone live the way they want to live, and who cares? And if people like ladyboys, like, you know, Scott clearly has something going on there, that's up to them. Who cares? Leave them alone. Stop talking about it if you're not interested. Otherwise, they might think you are. Dr. Stephen Goodvibes? What are you talking about? Oh, is that the root? No, it's not. What is this root? Immune to poison, great. You already made this no you retort to Stephen Goodvibes, or do you remember him from the stream a week ago? Why, was that you, Scott, in a disguise? What do you mean? It's not a retort. It's just a statement of fact. If you are the one bringing it up, then clearly that's something that you are interested in. Most people, when I talk about Thailand, don't bring that up. It's only very specific people who bring up ladyboys. And it's more telling about them than it is anything else. It's like you and bears. You love bears so much. Just go on Grindr and figure it out. Or something. Don't know what your thing is. A senior moment? Yes, calling me old. It's very funny. You're so endearing, Scott. God damn. Why don't I just ban him? I don't understand. Maybe I put it to a vote. Let the people choose. Let them choose your fate. All right. So I'm thinking about DJing. As you know, we have DJs for Obey. And I downloaded Mix. And I was thinking about trying to do a DJ set. I don't know how many of you would be interested in that. But it could be fun. And I'm just thinking about what would be my... What should I do a persona? You talk extensively about billionaires and fascists. Clearly you want to be one, the other, or both by that logic. No, by that logic, I want them destroyed. So, since you talk about ladyboys, Do you want to be one? Do you want to be with one? Or do you want to end one so that you can feel something in your life? You tell me, Scott, by your own logic. Good lord. The problem with Scott is he thinks that everything is an argument that he has to win, and he will bend himself all the way out of shape in order to win the argument. It is an annoying trait of his I have experienced in DMs for hours on end, wasting both my time and his. I've gotten better recently about just telling him that's enough. I'm not even going to respond anymore, but I need to do that more. And I could just ignore everything he posts. Anyways, back to the DJing thing. If I do a DJ thing, should I do it as a persona or just like normal? Like, I guess I would run a live stream, but with music. Two more. Let's go. Kind of wish I was a leather worker now. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Red wolf meat. Nice. All right, need one more stupid basilisk. Come on. You got a creative, unique idea for a persona? Why not? Well, that's what I'm thinking about. One of the things that I was considering was so we've got the Panoptonomicon show coming. Potentially DJing as one of the characters from there. Not sure though. Or I could just write a whole new character. Like a DJ persona. I do get the impression that most DJs are like doing a persona sort of thing as opposed to just being natural. But I don't know what works these days. From YouTube, people kind of indicate that they want a more naturalistic, like this is who I really am kind of thing. But from DJing, I'm not so sure that's the case. Because you kind of want the excitement, like the over-the-top personality. That's not going to work because I'm full. Fire protection or gloves? Oh, it's you get both? Need to sell something. We'll sell the X.
Do I have a deal for you? Be good.
-6 intellect. These I want to keep and send to, yeah, because they look cool. Blackrock pauldrons look cool.
Be careful out there.
Time is money, friend.
Here's your oil.
Glad I could help. Yo.
Here's your coils. 1900, 1750. Those are good.
Yo.
Damn, good shit.
Have a good one.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Here we go. Vigor. So this is going to give us energy regen. So hopefully this is where things go a little crazy. in terms of like getting extra hits from energy spikes. I'm excited.
Time is money, friend.
Okay, not a single one of those dropped, so I'm a little confused. Non-unique, non-unique. This is a dagger, 13.1, so it's trash. It's a red hot poker. Fuck yeah, that's fucking cool. And these look like crap, and they're non-unique. All right, I know what I'm taking. Naz has got a plan. Electric scales? What? No, they want me to kill the... Okay, fine. Earth rumble. Okay, now the earth elementals. All right. Still don't know what this is. To the northeast. Oof. All right, I got a shower. So what am I going to do here? You guys want to wait? I doubt it. Tell you what, I'll perch up on the hill and hopefully not get attacked. And you guys can watch people going by. And hopefully all these things will respawn. All right. dear God. I have returned. I'm sure many of you fell asleep. I don't know how long I took either. There's sweat on my keyboard pad here. Disgusting. I gotta get like those sweatbands for your wrist. Need to get those. I'm gonna keep doing this. All right, so I have to kill these guys. My poisons are out. But these guys don't take damage from poison anyways. Also, we're level 35. You don't get much at 35, so... How ironic. I get a huge talent like the poison giving you energy back, and I don't get to use it because I'm fighting things that are immune. How annoying! $463. That's not bad at all. Oh. $227. That sucks. I'm going to have to put title chapters on my videos going forward so that people can skip to the parts where I'm actually playing. Assuming they're not here for the ambiance, which they very well could be. Sure, having it on in the background and having light music can be pleasant. The only issue is that I know I'm at a much higher volume than everything else, so if you did turn up your volume... What the fuck? Oh, I forgot I was queued. What the shit? Well, of course, it's never going to go through the first time. All right, that's done. I think we need these. Let's go see. What timing? Yeah, indeed. I fully forgot that I was even queued. Because it's always like, I hope this happens, but, you know, I'm not even going to bother praying for it because it's a bit hopeless. It's interesting because it was quite easy to get groups initially on the first couple days. I guess it kind of shows the importance of leveling your first character as fast as possible when the fresh server comes up, just so that you can do all the dungeons in time with everyone else, since that seems to make it a lot easier. Oh, I just realized how dehydrated I am. Oof. But again, just because it pops doesn't mean you're actually going to get it. I don't know why I'm mining the tin. Can jewel crafters turn the tin ore into gems? If so, I should probably not smelt it and just send it all to Dolgra. Dolgra will know what to do. She's a good lass. Wait. Why did I think it was only one hit? It's probably two. All right, what are the other quests? It said, what is evidence? I'm pretty sure the earth elemental one escalates into the fire elementals, so I should go turn that in since I'm here. And I think the thunder lizard one probably also escalates into something, so ideally those would respawn now. Or not. Just checking if there's more around this corner. I don't think there is. There's only 5? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 spawns. That is grim. Or are they shared spawns? Maybe if I killed more blackened basilisks, they would spawn more. Hmm.
What's up? Glad I could help.
Glad I could help.
I have a deal for you.
Oh, you haven't equipped this. Now we've got that one. Toss that. Is there a mailbox here? There's not. All right. Carrying on. Maybe we'll leave and come back for it. Or they could all just respawn as basilisks and then we'll never get them at all. Hmm. Oh, shoot. Sounds like orc music to me. I don't know. What? Not sure that's the correct choice. All right, so the elemental one didn't expand. Just curious where the armbands are. It must be in the area in the far back. That's interesting. Must be in the area in the far, far back. Otherwise, I think I would have gotten an armband by now. Blaze Spark? Is that what that guy was camping? Because there was definitely someone camped there. Fledgling Chimera. Ooh, a brightwood tree. If nothing else, we need to get these leaves for later. All right. All the way to the back. Wait, what's over here? Oh, that's right. I've swam around the back of this before and didn't realize that it was connected. What level are they? 23. These are the same. Same things. They've even got the crates, so I guess you could have come here and collect the same crates in oil. Quite far away from the other ones, though. It's just kind of interesting. Kind of interesting, but silly. And there's really no quest thing here, it seems. That's weird and unfortunate. Weird and unfortunate. I was thinking about how I would improve mining in general. And I kind of like the idea of nodes that don't respawn, but instead, like, push the line back. And then one way to prevent, I don't necessarily like this, but rather than having, I was thinking about whether or not to add weight as a carrying capacity mechanism again. It's something that is prevalent in like tabletop RPGs. You always have to be mindful of your weight, or it can put you at a disadvantage. But most MMORPGs give up on that and just do the more obvious bag space thing, which is another way to go. I haven't decided. Hey, Vinny, how you doing? I am back. Just got out of the shower. Thank you for the gifted membership. Morgfire. Be sure to thank Vinny when you get the chance. You now have access to the members-only videos. And one more. That guy nobody wants. Ooh. Be sure to thank Vinny when you get a chance. You now have access to the members-only videos. One of the interesting series for people who do have access to the members-only videos now might be the God Among Man. God Among Man is the game that I'm working on. It's just a visual novel game. It's not super exciting. But I'm going to create the Steam page for that soon. And that might be of interest to people. And then I'm going to start collecting wish lists for it. Poor pal is always welcome here. Yes. I'm very poor these days, so that is accurate. But hey, I didn't get into games because I wanted to be rich. And if you want to be rich, don't get into games. Get into finance or something. Probably AI right now. If you can stand it. All right. Who drops these armbands? All right, there's Cliff Stormers over there. At least I can get the electrified scales. You're referring to that guy nobody wants? Oh, fair enough. I guess you know him from somewhere. Ooh, one shot. I didn't even see the damage on that one. What was it? 504 ambush. That's a record. That's a new record. Did not have a scale though. All right, who has the armbands? Because no one's dropping armbands. And I'm getting a little worried that I can't complete the quest. I can feel the difference in my energy already, my energy output already. From that one point in that talent. I think the ground is too dark. And who's pickpocketing these? 510. All right. I wonder if it's because I leveled up. It's probably because I leveled up. Pipe Master Zanglfuss? That seems like a named mob that I'd be sent after directly. Because he didn't drop anything. Shit. Alright, whatever it is, like the armbands and the information don't seem to be here. Maybe in this house. A silver vein. Black Sand Engineers. Nope. Nope. How about you? Laborer? Still no armbands. Very curious. Him I already got. Alright, let's just go get the... Assuming that Shaman isn't already taking it. Let's go get this. There it is, up there. So the Unreal Azeroth, I know that they've been saying they're a month away from announcing an alpha or something. And they've been saying that for a while, but I have a good feeling that this might be this time they might be legit doing something. Maybe I need to go up the cliff canyon. That's Ammonia lore. I don't see anything on that side. Just that there's definitely a continuous edge here. You're curious about Unreal Azeroth? Yes. I would like to try it. I know that they were partnered with CapyWoW at some point, but hope they keep it well optimized. I think Unreal Engine and optimization are not necessarily best friends. Let's say that. But I'll certainly give it a try when they do release it and see what's up. See how it plays. My 3050 shall suffer greatly. Unreal Engine is not very kind to lower end GPUs. This is true. That said, I mean, it's using the old models, so I don't think it's going to be a 3D issue. Or at least you have the option of using the old models, so I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be too difficult. Okay. I question this first quest. Northeast. That's here. All right. I guess I went in the wrong direction then. Yeah. Decaying roots. Kill that Phaswick long fuse? Didn't I just do that? What was his name? I guess that wasn't him. All right, it couldn't have been. There must be some other area where there's these characters that I'm looking for. Oh. Ah. Can't be bothered. Coarse stone is probably reasonably valuable, but want to get these green quests done. How are we doing on quests, by the way? We're at 521 quests. I think we're doing pretty good. Hatched egg sack. Worthless. 22 copper. One shot? Nice. Feels good. Oh my god. Is it happening? Oh my god, it happened. OMG, it happened. I've just revealed that I speak English, though, so that might be a problem. Alright, how do I get there quickly so that they don't kick me? We'll have to run over to, Oh, really? Grand Theft Shredder? Oh, that's the B-33 Shredder quest. Okay. Well, at least I know to go to that one next. Let me see. So I need to get to Sunrock Retreat. They dislike English speakers? I wouldn't say they dislike them, but some people are not comfortable grouping with English speakers because it's difficult to communicate, and so they'd rather not, which I understand. It is a Asia server, so I think the expectation would be that you speak, if not Mandarin, at least some... Actually, it would have to be Mandarin. That would be the primary language of the region, wouldn't it? Well, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. But as an English only speaker, if I get into a group and there are Russian speakers who don't speak English at all, obviously I would be at a disadvantage, and while I wouldn't leave the group personally, I can understand why some people might not want to be with people they can't communicate with. If only we had universal translators. I suppose we do. I'm not using one. But I could install the Mandarin translation tool. And then that would fix some of those issues I have. Wait, where is Sunrock? Come on. Is this going to be... Yeah, okay. Well, great. It's going to kill me. Okay. Oh, no. So much for safe fall. The irony there is I think maybe if I hadn't used sprint, I would have landed that. Oh well. You win some, you die some. What did I do with my phone? There's a mailbox at Thousand Needles, isn't there? I think so. Well, I made it, technically. Yeah, Thousand Needles. All right. Went down my phone and get some water. Let's see if this group can complete Windhorn. Unlike the last one where I tried. Don't mind me. Blech. Oh, yeah. There's a new RPG that someone was talking about. There's a demo for it. I think it's from... It's published by Owlcat, but it's not by Owlcat. Let me see if I can find it. Owlcat Games Limited. Shadow of the Road, a story-driven, turn-based RPG where feudal Japan meets magic and machine. I think you can play... Yeah, yep, you can play the demo. Yeah. Check this out when you get the chance. I don't have any connection to it. It just sounds really interesting. I'll put it on fastest games. All right. Let's send these gems away. And this tin ore, I think we'll just send to Dolgra at this stage. And then we'll sell these
How may I aid you?
nonsense items. This we should probably just use. And what else? That's it. Wait, that belt.
Greetings.
Get rid of that belt. And that cheese.
Well met.
And that omega ore. All right, let's go. No, no. Wait, what? How did he do that? Did you see that? He popped to the top. What the frick? You've got to be kidding me. All right, Windhorn Canyon. What the fuck are they doing? It's the paladin too. Has he not? He's not moved. What is he doing? Is he going to take Menethil Harbor? What? Oh dear. Let me guess, he's the tank. Shame's CRPG genre is now almost exclusively turn-based. What do you mean shame? It's for the best. It's the best part of CRPGs, turn-based. If you want to play an ARPG, play an ARPG. Or do you want multiple characters to barely control? How do you play that? Do you pause or what do you do? Paladin's 37, Shaman is 29. I don't know who was assigned tank. You can make a big difference. Real time with pause? Yeah. I mean, that's how I played Dragon Age Origins. Oh. But I would just pause a lot. And then get frustrated when someone just ran off and did something stupid. I think my favorite was like if you started as a mage in that freaking mage tower, man. When the shit hits the fan and like there's just mages everywhere casting fireballs and shit. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. How do you even survive that? I guess you just spread out as much as you can. Or at least that's what I ended up doing. Turn-based is way too slow. I like it though. I like the turn-based. I like the strategy. I prefer tactics even. Like Wasteland 3. I guess my question is, well, no. I guess an ARPG has no pause, so that's the main difference there. They're talking about something. I don't know. Let's use some Google Translate. I'm curious what what conversation is occurring here. Yep, they're yelling at him. Still in the wetlands? And then some sort of Chinese euphemism. The rope light is fooling you, waiting for the boat. Yeah, but that boat, where does that boat go? Doesn't Menethil Harbor connect to Theramore? Okay, I guess that makes some sort of sense, but then what's he gonna do? Swim down? Like how do you get from there to here? Shouldn't I guess you could take the light point to there and then you have to go all the way down. I would say Windhorn Caverns is a horde biased dungeon. It's probably the only one in the game. Should I order lunch? Not really hungry, but I'm a little bit hungry. What? Get frogged. Get frogged. I am tempted to get the salmon pesto. It's always been good. Of course, if I order it now, it'll come with the mission. We'll wait. Ragefire Chasm, right inside Orgrimmar. Yeah, but that doesn't count because Alliance has the equivalent in the stockades. And for Turtle WoW, they gave them 2 more. They gave them, what do you call it? They gave him the level 61 inside Stormwind, which is ridiculous. And then they gave them where is it? The one outside or Ironforge. So the alliance bias is still strong. This is like the closest thing to a horde bias simply because Freewind Post is here and the alliance flight point is up there. I think honestly it would be faster to go to Gadgetzan and go up through Shimmering Flats though. So presumably that's what they would do. They would take Theramore to Gadgetzan. And I assume it has a direct flight. I actually don't know. He is swimming. That is swim speed. What the frick? You're gonna die. What level is this guy? 33? He's dead. He's not gonna get through there. What is he doing? Is that fly speed? I don't think it is. There's no way. These are like level 40 plus. There's maybe if he stays on the road. No wonder no one does this dungeon. It takes for fucking ever. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh. Maybe I can do some editing while we wait. Oh shit. Was there 2 versions? Oh, fucking Windows. I don't want that one. Oh. Anonymous's instructions arrived over the following 2 nights, broken into pieces brief enough that no single thought would trip whatever filters watched for danger. A frequency, a duration, a specific electronic part, and what could be stripped to get it. Things the autarch government considered so obsolete it no longer bothered to guard against it.
An electromagnetic pulse, small and precisely tuned, delivered directly behind the point where the neck and skull meet for exactly 4 seconds. Long enough to switch the implant's transmitter into a reboot sequence. If you were lucky, it wouldn't short out and cook the brain tissue around it, causing permanent damage. If that did occur, it would require a desperate trip to a hospital, where many, very difficult things would have to be explained in a way that makes sense to incredibly suspicious people. You want to build a device that fries your own head? Tim said flatly, the two of them huddled in the dead zone behind the display case. Based on instructions from a voice you've never actually heard? Which could just as easily be an inspector trying to catch us in the act? I know. James, this is insane. Well, explain the winter count, James said. Explain how it knew about Penelope. An inspector wants a confession. This wants us to have 4 seconds of our own minds back. Those aren't the same kinds of traps. Those aren't the same kind of trap. Eesh. How can that be a trap? We're already... I'm already implicated by just having the thoughts, right? It would have been easy to get me to think the wrong thing at the wrong time. But they haven't done that. It can't be a trap. Tim was quiet a long moment, turning one of the display case's rusted alternator bolts over in his fingers, a habit that had replaced the radio fixing fidget he used to have back home. We have this place where the signals are weak. How is it different? The emissary isn't just sending signals back and forth. It's got some sort of parameters guiding our behaviors even without the signal. We can't tell anymore what's us and what's it. I mean, sometimes I know when it's doing fake thoughts, but sometimes I can't. I know what I am. I know what I was before. I know what I am now after I have it. I need to refresh the before now that I have had it. I need to compare, to know the difference for sure, to know it's not my voice speaking in my head without any doubts. I want to remember my real mother's face without Heather's appearing. 4 seconds, Tim. I just want 4 seconds so I know what's been lost, or if it's all still there. James looked exasperated and slightly desperate. Tim nodded slowly, his empathy for his friend's well-being overriding his concern for his safety. It's okay. This is awful. Oh my god, what is taking so long? Where is he? Did he really? Oh my god. Ridiculous. What a motley crew. If you love, then should have put a ring on it. Oh no, copyright strike. Shit. If you enjoy our server, please take a moment to read our server rules. happycraft.io/rules. Is it in Mandarin? It is. Google Translate. It says translated to English, and then it's clearly not. Okay, now it is. No cheating or hacking. Don't promote hacking tools. Don't abuse vulnerabilities. No RMT. No cross-server gold transactions. No GDKP. These are all the same rules as before from Turtle. I guess they just kept it all. Makes sense to me. Worked well for them. Alright, he's almost here. Maybe I can put some poisons on and get the show on the road. Hey, Red Stripe. This goblin game looking fun? Well, it is CapyWoW. Still the closest thing to Turtle WoW that exists. Basically, it's 1-to-1 Turtle, so it stands to reason it would be fun. But this is my first time leveling a rogue from 1 to 60 with the new talents, so it should be interesting. Or it has been interesting, I would say. Let the bodies hit the floor. Come on. Come on. Don't even know who the tank is. Alright, what's our lowest level? 30, 29. 29, these are 24. Linen cloth. Rogue is fun? Yes, it is. And now I'm doing assassination. And I can put a permanent effect on my hand. Cold blood. Don't wipe your butt with that one. It'll freeze you. Hey. Brainless filter? That's that's the name of the skill. Assassin still OP? I mean, I wouldn't say it's OP. They did nerf it a little bit, but it's not. It's good. As long as you don't forget to do Envenom. If you forget to do Envenom, then it's not so great. Don't forget. Honestly, they're dying so fast that I can't really do the Envenom anyways. $550. Wow. When you coming over to Octo to play with you? Wasn't planning on playing Octo. Quite honestly, why would I play Octo when I have the better version right here? Oh, are we just running? We're just running. He doesn't know where to go though, so that's a little worrisome. Are we? Yeah, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. All right. Fuck. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you can survive. I do see some people are taking more hits than they probably should, though. Alright, everyone made it. I am curious about Ascension, though. Seeing all those new classes, I do kind of want to try them out. My suspicion is that there's going to be balance issues on across 90% of that, especially at higher levels. Because at higher levels, less testing has occurred. So it would make sense. What's he doing? Who's the tank? This is the tank. This guy's the tank. Did I miss my ambush? It's ridiculous. No, there's another one. I thought that Tauren was ours, but that's our Tauren. Whoops. People seem to be having fun. Some class spec combos seem insane from what I've seen on YouTube. Yeah, there's going to be balance issues, especially since they added them all at the same time. Like, there's no way there's not going to be some problems there. Alright, I'm not top DPS. I'm disappointed. Oh, I got fucking filleted. I guess I was pickpocketing. Is he playing in first person? Oh, fuck. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder if these people are playing in first person mode. Oh, shit. Bah. $540. Bah. Best profession for paladin is definitely engineering. Definitely engineering. What? Why? What were they doing? I saw that. It spawned behind us. That was weird. NG is great for everyone. True. Quite honestly, if you're max level and you don't need the and you can get source materials some other way or from another character, switching your collection trade skill into engineering is probably the best way to go. Best profession for Pally is survival. Yeah, but everyone gets survival, so it's not, you're not choosing. You just take survival. Of the two that you get to choose from, one of them should be engineering if you're a paladin. The other one really doesn't matter. It could be anything. Oops. Oh, it's me. What does survival add? It gives you a slingshot, which lets you hit things. Alright, he's immune to poison. Oh, right. That's not going to do anything. Cool, but not for me. Does sound useful for non-range tanks. Yeah. I mean, it literally does 1 HP of damage, but it's better than nothing. Or relying on a trinket. Dave Elemental, yes. Exactly. I forgot I had done voices for Windhorn. I think I did one other thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't remember. I'd have to go looking through my archive of sounds. Oh, what? Rot-rose. It's spreading. It's spreading like fire. Alright. 70 copper. Cheap-ass Tauren. Oh. Is that 3? Oh my god. I don't have a poison up. Yeah, that's not good. Woof. Hmm.
Be destroyed by my hand. This cannot be.
5 agility, 8 stamina, 3 defense on feet. Makes me want to go rogue tank again, but kind of terrible. Oh boy. I only have one quest here, and it's Slay Prophet Stormhoof. And I don't know where that is. Imagine it's at the top. Okay. Well... Windhorn Canyon is a great dungeon? Yes, it is. It's unfortunate that Blizzard in their infinite wisdom decided to crush them before they could put out any more content. Because they could have just as easily waited and just farmed them for content. Or again, given them a private license, but whatever. Whatever. Why do we go this way? Was there a purpose to this? I am confused. I believe we need to go up. These aren't even giving XP. I'm sad. Will you be involved in their new MMO? I will not be involved in the new MMO. At least not for now. I offered design services and writing services, but apparently that made some people nervous because I'm too left-wing, which is weird because I don't let my politics seep too much into what I do. I can still write a race war. But either way, if I make people uncomfortable, I'm not going to work there. Or with them. So, it is what it is. And if they don't need my 27 years of experience making a variety of video games, and they don't want to listen to my advice about world building and game design and stuff like that, that's up to them. I'm still here, available to discuss with whoever there may be. But if I end up taking one of these more corporate jobs, I might become less available to everybody. So that's something to consider, I suppose. And right now, if I were to get one of these more corporate jobs, I probably would not be able to say no. Actually, I definitely would not be able to say no. Only time will tell? Yeah. Well, I've basically run out of time. By the way, you can donate to me directly. Follow my link tree. There's a PayPal donation link. You can send me money anytime you feel like it. If you happen to be, you know, well off. Hell, maybe you want to fund a new studio in Thailand. I'm open to discussions on that sort of thing. If you happen to know someone who's exorbitantly wealthy, I am seeking venture capital to potentially open a game studio, and also do. It would be both a school and a game design studio for Thailand. Send pal mucho dinero. Yes. If you are rich, send me all the monies. I accept Bitcoin. With another gifted membership. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Vinny. But yeah, we're at the stage where the game industry couldn't have collapsed at a worse time, and Blizzard deciding to fuck with private servers at the same time sort of all coalesced. Like the big game design contract I was doing, where I was the chief of design for Engines of Fury, that shut down because the entire crypto gaming space basically killed itself. Pretty much literally. So that's done. Sending over my paycheck right this moment. Well, definitely don't do that. I'm just saying, if you are wealthy or you know someone wealthy who it's like not a thing for them, and they would like to be a patron of whatever you would consider this in terms of art, or potentially help help open a game studio in Bangkok. Well, it wouldn't be Bangkok. I think I would open it in Nakhon Ratchasima. In Thailand, basically. That is something I'm open to now. Before I didn't want the responsibility, and now I think who is more able to do such a thing here than me? Well, whatever. I'm editing my book. That's what I was reading from earlier. Is I've written a book. I'm in the editing phase. I hate it, but I'm going to release it soon. It's I think I would want to spend another year on it, and I can't obviously do that. That would be great. Yeah, having a game development studio out here in Thailand. There are some, but they're mostly focused on mobile. And I would like to do like a proper gaming one. If not an MMORPG. 2 agility, 5 stamina. Reasonably good. Alright, I need to put poisons on. How did I run out of poisons again already? Like, how are the poisons going that fast? Ridiculous. Mobile is much easier and profitable, sadly. I know it is. The thing is, there's space in mobile for mid-core games. Like, there's Call of Duty Mobile, you know? It's like that space is open, and there's a lot of interest. So, as much as I wouldn't close off any avenues, though. If I'm opening a game development studio, I think having the way that I would structure it is small pods, small teams. No team goes above 60 people unless it's an MMO. Then you can like slowly get up to 200, I think. But what sort of has crippled the game development industry in general has been letting teams bloat out to sizes where they can't communicate with each other anymore. Who used to pull my pal's poisons? I know, right? I think it mostly got used up on elementals is the problem, because it doesn't work on them. I haven't seen big budget mobile gaming. Well, it exists. It mostly comes from China, where it's actually relatively inexpensive anyways. Games like Where Winds Meet and I forget the names of them. Honkai Star Rail. Those are sort of big budget mobile games. They are immune to nature. I know. Hey, what the frick? Immune. Alright, I won't use Envenom on these, because it's clearly just burning up. It shouldn't use them. If they're immune, it shouldn't use them. It's annoying. Yeah, what the frick? No. I can't wait to get Noxious Assault. Though it would be absolutely useless right now. It would be absolutely useless right now. Oh yeah, if you know any crypto millionaires who like made it big on Bitcoin, and they're like they want to donate to believers in Bitcoin, I am definitely a believer in Bitcoin. I should put my wallet address somewhere. Somewhere obvious. Oh, I'm burning up. Good night, Pedro. Have excellent dreams. Discover the next life within them. I can hit him from here. Oh, I've upset him. Does this guy wake up? Oh, he did. Oof. It's weird Ascension would be the best for roleplay communities, but it doesn't have any. Oh. What is this? Male armor? I don't care. Greed. Is he immune? He doesn't seem to be. Is this the hunter's pet? No, that's the hunter's pet. No, that's not a hunter's pet. Your dreams are always related to absurd areas magically being hidden in your house. What? That's actually kind of cool. Have you explored those areas? Maybe you have liminal spaces in your house that need to be explored. What happened? See, it's gonna use all my poisons on nothing. This is so annoying. I'd rather fight the black totem and actually get the maximum use of the poisons I have. Sounds like an Adventure Time? Yes, it does. We're here in the 10-story deep dungeon beneath my bed. Wait, who disconnected? Wait, what the fuck? Oh shit. That's not our healer, is it? Was that our healer? I guess no one cares. Alright, let's apply the poisons again. You'd think a place that allows you full freedom to make a character as you want would have more role players. Oh, I see what you mean. I mean, it seems conducive to role-playing, but if the community doesn't support the role-playing, then there is no role-playing community. Like if you go on Ascension and you start trying to RP and someone like calls you an effing nerd, it's over already. Because if it happens each time, that's it. They won't try again and they'll just leave. So you have to openly embrace RP. That's something Turtle was very good about. And I think it mostly came from Torta, who I think also was a role player. I believe Torta was even in a roleplay guild, but I'm not sure. These last few days you've been hyper-focusing on Warcraft music I've always had, but I'm looking for things more about development. How was the creative process to create the songs and the vibe for each race? I have no idea. For the point that sustains both Warcraft 3 and WoW are the songs that dictate the vibe of the game. No clue how community is on Ascension could be a big reason. It probably is. It's almost roleplay lives or dies by the community. So if the community hasn't embraced it or does anything to actively push it away, it doesn't happen. You need to ask a music person. Yeah, I have nothing to do with the musicians, the music of the game, or I'm not a musician. I did music in high school. Like that's the last time that I've been involved in music, other than dabbling on my rock band, studio band, whatever the Apple thing is, garage band. It was really nice. The GMs and Turtle actually were offering if anyone needed polymorphs to make scenes for. Yeah. No, they fully supported it. I don't think Ascension does that. So. Or maybe no one's asked. Maybe Ascension would do it if people were asking, but no one's asking right now. Because that, like, again, the community builds the community builds the potential. No! Fuck! Fuck! No! Fuck! I was trying to sap him. I had vanished so I could go sap him, and then he immediately saw me. So I forgot that he sees through stealth, which, like, you would not think that. Like, why would you think that? Oh dear. You've tried role-playing in retail out of boredom? Just sit there all day and do nothing? An interesting Berserker Tauren. I think it's based off of the troll model from Zul'Gurub. It looks repurposed to me. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, I tried to kick him out of that and it didn't work, but let's, oops, shit. I think I might have just screwed the pooch in terms of, like, preventing that golem from... Yeah, I fucked it up. Alright, whatever. Same animation, but it still looked pretty good. No, it looked great. Looked like a super yoked out Tauren. That's what it looked like to me. God damn, we're just burning through our frickin' poisons here. Kitty. Where did all his mana go? Tauren got their protein shake for the day. Well, that one, he's on the roids or something. More poisons down. No. I'm very roughed out. Do you know why the Tauren in the first concepts had 4 fingers and then they started to have 3 like the trolls? No, I don't know. See, these are questions for Sammy. Music questions would maybe Glenn Stafford or his name eludes me, but the guy behind most of the music for WoW. Glenn Stafford would at least know because he was in charge of the audio department. So he'd have some clue. Unlike me, who, like, the audio department at Blizzard was totally separate entity from almost everything else. It was downstairs in the next to QA. I was closer to audio when I was in QA than I was when I was in level design. Ironically enough. Tracy Bush, yeah, he'd probably know something. He definitely did some of the music. He was also working on Stormgate. Did he root me? You piece of shit. The fuck. Brower? I don't know. Again, I wasn't in the music department, so it's like I just remember some names for reasons. I did go down to the audio department once and I voiced some lines. Still not clear if any of them got used, but oh, that'll probably have to remain a mystery unto death. No. Main hint. Maybe a way to make designing easier, like why Ursula over 6 limbs instead of 8? To make animation easier? Yeah, it could be something like that. I don't think that it necessarily matters. Drawing, having a 3rd finger there would not be that difficult. But whatever. I think it was because I think it was more an aesthetic reason, which is that they're cloven hooved, right? So if you've got cloven hooves for your feet, wouldn't it make sense to have 2 main fingers and a thumb? Rather than, or even just, they could be or could just be 2, just a finger and a thumb. I think they went with 3 though. But it matches their feet. So I believe it's an art choice, but again, you'd have to ask, I think maybe Sammy would know? Actually, check out Sammy's concept art and look at the Tauren fingers there and see what they've got. Because that might tell you something. Wait, what do they have in Warcraft 3? Did they have one or did they have 2 fingers? Warcraft 3 Tauren. No, they still had 2. What the fuck? Okay, that's annoying. Is that him? It is. That's weird. Because it's not even halfway. It's not even halfway, and it's the last, quote unquote, the last guy, I guess. Oh dear. Hmm. How's the loot been here? For me, terrible, but I'm obviously above level for the zone. I don't think I've gotten... I mean, this is quite reasonable. If I wanted to be more stamina heavy, I could swap. But what rogue wants to be more stamina heavy? I guess if you're leveling, it makes sense. That's just greens. I haven't gotten any real loot here. There are two concepts on the internet, one about the night elves, which shows them very primitive, using axes and with clothes full of hair. Oh yeah. Oof. Oh. That's a bummer. Major bummer. Alright, let me look at the quest. It is complete. Alright, and this one gives you the +3 daggers. Whoops. This one gives you the +3 daggers boots, which is actually super great. Though stats-wise, maybe a little lackluster compared to what I'm currently wearing. But never scoff at weapon skill, because especially at the lower levels, higher weapon skill means you can take on higher level things and you can deal with elites better. Samwise, oh, he doesn't do streams, but you can go to his YouTube channel. You can watch all his YouTubes. I think it's been a while since he's done one. Let me look. What's the last video from Sammy? It's called ABC with Samwise. And his last video a year ago. Sammy, what happened? And he's got more subs than me. When he started, he had less subs. And so I pushed people to his channel, but he has since surpassed me. But it didn't really take off, it seems. He's only at 9.3K. He deserves more. But then he's not really posting, so I don't know what's going on. Is he posting shorts, maybe? Nope. Is he posting at all? Nope. I think he got a corporate job and he's not posting because he's got a corporate job again or something. Either that or he's like head down super creating. So he doesn't want to waste time. Which I totally get. Like, I should be editing my novel, and here I am. Avoiding it. Yeah, we're getting into the dangerous territory now. Was going to try to see how much the Undead Torrent in one of the comic books have, but my bookshelf was so full of dust. What? They braid their beards. Each braid means a battle. Yeah. Sammy likes that stuff. Very Viking kind of vibe. I think the original Tauren were more Viking vibed than nature lovers. But at least you got us. Yes, of course, Vinny, of course. What do you mean? I'm just saying Sammy deserves more anyways. And I'm just surprised that his YouTube is not like 50K, 100K. But then, based on my experience with like learning, people don't want to learn game design. That's basically, they don't want to learn game design. They think they already know. They think they already know everything. So it's sort of a pointless thing. I will say this, my Game Design 101, I think that got used by a school or a class because I saw a huge spike in numbers, like a jump in views recently by about 100 in one day, which I think means that it got assigned in a class or something, which it is allowed. You are allowed to do that. I have a Creative Commons license on it as opposed to the normal YouTube license, where so you don't need my permission, but you do have to attribute to me that it came from my channel. That's all. Bovine night elves? What? Did I miss something? Where's Sammy working? I don't know. He was working part-time on Stormgate when Stormgate was, you know, a thing. And he did some concepts there, and then he finished those concepts, and then I don't know because, you know, I left Stormgate. So I don't know what happened after that. My dream was to have Samwise's magic hand to illustrate my ideas. Yeah. I suppose I actually experienced that in my D&D game. Because he illustrated my character, Kellen. That's pretty cool. Chain heal. Get out of here with that. That's so cool, man. I know. Didn't really think much of it at the time because, you know, we were just coworkers. I didn't know Sammy was a legend yet. I just liked him. He's a cool dude. Cool dude to play D&D with. Huh? Oh, he's not content to just have one or two. He's got to have 3 or 4. Oh, he just wants them all. He's just like, everybody, come on down. Why can't I pick these pockets? Am I going to pick all these pockets? Yes! Yes, I am. You don't need to, you don't. We're throwing hands with everybody. He's a paladin, he's pissed off. I don't know what to tell you. But you know what? More money for me. It's more efficient for me this way because if you pull 2 at a time, then I'm like missing out on the pickpocket on the next group. But if you do it like this, I can pickpocket all 5 at once. wild hog shank. I gotta get this nonsense out of here. Alright, we'll keep the wild hog shank, just because I already have 2 of them. What do you think of the blade flurry change? Oh, I love it. I wish I had blade flurry right now. I don't think you get it till 40 though. Is it 40 or 30? But anyways, I like the new blade flurry because it's just a toggle. Just makes it so much easier. And you can just leave it on for trash if you're lazy. And then if you're a sweat, you can toggle it on and off as needed to maximize damage. You got it at 30? Okay. What? Do I have it now? I would be so upset. Oh, fuck, I do. Oh my god, no. No. I could have been blade flurrying this whole time. Me. Alright, well, shit. Could have been using it that whole time. It would have been amazing. We'll be using it now, that's for sure. Apparently I got it and just didn't know. What? I'm certain I was looking for it. I must have been tired when I got it. I must have been tired. Mom, get the camera. Yeah. Fuck. See, you can ambush. Whoa. Oh no, I wasted it on a kick. That's so sad. No, I didn't. Oh, I'm used to it being on R. We're gonna have to swap. I'm instinctively hitting R for Blade Flurry, which is where it used to be. Long battle bow. Alright, so now I have to remember that Cold Strike is on my F key now. Sorry guys, left my skill book at home. It's like that time I was doing first MC with my priest, and they were accusing me of casting from my spellbook. I'm like, what? Yes, I'm casting from my spellbook. You got me. You got me. Nailed it. Ah. Oh, it's instinctual to end Blade Flurry with R, so I need to keep it there. That's too bad I was getting used to Cold Strike on R. I'll have to relearn that one. Absorb? 28 XP. Not impressed. Alright, let's go for the Earth Keeper. You know, Blade Flurry seems to be automatically killing the totems, which is really nice. That is really, really nice. I didn't realize that. Are we going to do this? No, we're not. Or are we? Don't we have to kill them? Because if we don't, they'll run in on the end boss. Yeah, turning off Blade Flurry with R is so instinctual. I'm doing it without even thinking about it, and then realizing after the fact what I just did. Yikes! Yes, Blade Flurry is a toggle like in retail. It's a good change. Did he reflect something? Did he reflect nature damage? What did he do? It said reflect. I don't know what that means. Wait, am I on Blade Flurry or not? I was not. Disappointing? Oof. That energy regen loss is pretty severe. Chieftain Shulk Blackwind. Does he do fire? I feel like he wouldn't. I think he does nature. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is he doing? Oh, God. I see. I see why he was so cautious there. He does do fire. I saw that. I'm gonna drink this fire protection potion, just in case. Probably a good call on the fire protection there. Oh, geez. Arpora. It's the... Is this the one that transforms? Oh, it's not the one that transforms. It is cool, though, but it's two-handed. So, yet again, no loot. No loot for the rogue. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Now the question is, are we going to go down to the bottom and get the two bosses there? Seems like it. Nice items? Yeah, well, for some people. Not for me. Not for me. That guy. Could jump down. I do wonder. What's he doing? Can you jump in that river? Is that really his plan? No. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay. It is it's a thing. It can be done. Oh, he almost had it. How did he do that? What is this nonsense? I'm too short. I'm too fucking short. Ah. I'm trying to think. Do I have like a feather fall or something I could do? I don't think so. Let's do this. Oof. Oh, getting dizzy. Jesus. Maybe I can climb along this? Maybe I should bandage myself before I do this. No! Fuck. Oh, wait. Hold on.
This canyon.
No, they're doing
Excellent
it without me.
hunting.
Ah! I'm gonna hit the tree. Ooh. Oh, I can blade flurry this. Yeah. Am I hitting him? I can't tell. I think so.
You shall be crushed.
Don't you have that passive that reduces fall damage? Yeah, but it's not like invulnerability. It's fall damage, so you have to be careful.
I travel to the great beyond.
Hatchet of the Long Hunt, 13.8. No, still not terribly exciting. Would love to have it for the T-Mog, but can't really justify the... Can't justify taking it. Bummer. Even with like a lot less players here, I'm still not getting many of these. It's so sad. Long battle bow. It's at least interesting looking. Vertically challenged? Yes. Yes. Or Krizix. Alright, I'm putting that food order in. What level are these? 25. I guess you're supposed to start down here before you go up. Magdos the Pure. Oh, I'm out of poison. No. Why does this keep happening? Sacred Windhorn Gloves. All very obviously caster oriented, so I'll just greed. That's it, isn't it? Ooh, an iron deposit. Why can't I not line of sight? What the fuck? Oh, the hunter was the other miner, so without him here. 88? What? Oh, he's porting out. Alright, this is in Thunder Bluff. Where would I turn this in? I guess I'll take Orgrimmar and then fly over to Thunder Bluff. Is 88 the Chinese GG? I know 88 is lucky. 88 is more lucky. I assume you can just keep adding 8s on there, but maybe 88 means something as well. Means bye-bye? Oh. Well, there you go. Is it like a lucky goodbye? Because I know 8 has significance in terms of being lucky. Or is it rich? I'm not actually sure. I just remember seeing 888 sales everywhere when Chinese New Year was coming around. Everything had the number 8 connected to it in some fashion. That's not English. What language is that? Primit aktivne igrokov dla sounds vaguely Slavic. Samobolsho Shu online community. What? Interesting. Oh, Russian. It's Russian. It says right there. Are you? No. Who's messaging? Ah, okay. Oh, yeah. I don't remember this flying so low to the ground. Maybe it always has, and I just don't remember. Or maybe it's a different path because I'm... No? Maybe it always did. Or how many... Is there alternate routes? Or is there only one? Chonk. Chonk. What's that? Wait, what is that? There's a cave there? Okay. Oh. This is the starting area, isn't it? Yeah. There's something there. In between. I have to go look at that. You should probably reveal this whole zone. I don't even know if I'll get XP for it at this stage. And then what? Back to Stone Talon, try to finish these goblin quests, I think. How do we do on quests today? 522. I think we started at 513, so that's really good. Who gave me this? Karen Bloodhoof. Wow. I was sent by Karen himself?
Take heart, young one.
Give me them boots. What? No. Honor guard. You there, gun merchant. Take my crap. Are we ever gonna actually? No, we're not. Don't sell that. Okay. Iron Blood. Maybe she's just dense? Who's dense? Wait, what? Alright. Boots. What is our weapon skill up at now? Okay, 185 then. So it's +3 from Goblin, +3 from Boots. Is there something else? Thought I had something. Ah, there it is. +4 from the set. So I got +10 daggers in total, which is nice. Very nice. I just don't know if I can ever replace the Blackened Defias set. Or Defias. Never did get confirmation on that.
Greetings. We shall meet again.
Hot spices, you say?
What brings you here? Walk with the earth.
Now. Be careful.
1 point. That's very annoying. Alright, whatever.
You wish to speak?
Now what? Alright, back to the Stone Talon Mountains, I would say. Or Taran Mill, though I'm questioning why it's orange.
Hail.
Delete your WDB regularly. This is your game cache, and deleting it can often fix minor game glitches. Always try this before submitting a ticket. True! It's strange how many times deleting the WDB would fix something. Oh. Alright, what are we going to send? This needs to go, this needs to go, this... Hold on. This can be sent. Are we gonna wear these? Don't know what it looks like, but I'll wear them. Still would rather have 4 agility. So this can be sold. Sold. Sent. 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 We're still holding on these for hope, I guess. This I should have done already. Alright. These 2 sell, the rest of them send. And that should be that. Oh right, large venom sac. I think we want to hold on to large venom sacs. Definitely don't want to use them for making first aid stuff.
Peace, friend. Go in peace.
I am just the thing for you.
Dolgra gets the rest of this. Actually, no. Drala gets these, and Dolgra gets these 3. Also, I should probably look through here for things that are about to get canceled. Returned? Why? Five days. All right. We need to go smelt. I see an issue. I see an issue forming. All right. Dolgra gets Moonstone, Blackrock, Mana Pot. Drala gets cloth and alchemy stuff. And the rest of this, I don't know. Let's pull everything out and turn it into bars, I guess. Not the tin. We'll combine the tin together and maybe send that away. I'm pretty sure you can smelt in here, right? Yes. Okay, good. Jeez. Imagine filling my inventory and then not being able to actually smelt any of it. Okay. So sad that none of these give skill ups anymore. Level 26, eh? I guess we can make one each of these to send to Dolgra. Why does smelting take so long? Or is it all just in my head? Maybe it's not that long. Oh, my timer's still ticking. Why? Alright. Could I make stuff here? Can I make stuff here? General goods. You like smelting stuff? No. No blacksmithing gear. Alright. We filled our inventory with stuff. Again. Oh well. Let's head back up to Powder Town, I guess. And hopefully we can finish these things. It did say northeast of Powder Town, so I think it's this area here. I'm not clear how to get there. But let's see. I literally take reading breaks when smelting cooking. Yeah, I try to do editing since I'm working on the on my shitty book. But if it's too short an amount of time, it ends up not being worth it because I just get too distracted to even get through one sentence. I really have to focus. Right now I'm clearly procrastinating, I think. Now I'm avoiding it, which is not good. Not good. I think what I'll do is when I get my food, I'll end the stream and then I'll refocus for editing after the food. Assuming I can do that. Why wouldn't I be able to? I remember this. This area that nobody likes. Gold. Don't mind if I do. The one thing a goblin can't resist. Also, one of the only things that is yellow in terms of like... Well, I imagine Mithril would be too. In terms of getting mining skill. That looks iffy. That looks very iffy. Let's get out of here. No. You got like 200 gold on Nordinar questing here? Steel Bloom was so ridiculous on that server. Oh, yeah. I take it Steel Bloom comes from here. Steel Bloom was ridiculous in CapyWoW as well. Because it was used in like some extra recipes. I'm trying to remember which ones they were. But I think the one that was the most expensive was Golden Sansam. That shit was ridiculous. Just painful. Alright, let's... It looks like if we bypass that and go straight up, we'll find whatever this Northeastern Venture Company stuff is. I just hope it's not referring to Windshare Crag, because there is Venture Company stuff there too. Wait, what? What do we got? Copper, copper. Well, I'm not saying no to copper. Still need plenty of it for jewel crafting. Come on. Can't be serious. Don't make me go all the way around. Is frustrating navigation part of the game? I don't think it's a good part of the game. And I don't mean exploration. I mean like just sheer shallow cliffs like that. Like this could be smoothed out, make it more easy. WoW? Yes, I'm playing WoW. How did you know English? Did my driver get lost? What's going on? Where are you? All right. I don't think I can get over that. No. No. It does look like there's a canyon cut into the side there, so let's see. Mm-hmm. Sure enough. Why is it so dark on the minimap? Is the minimap done and it has shadow? Alright, these are different. Venture Co-Watcher. There we go. Oh, he's got slow. That's annoying. Let's get poisons up. I vaguely remember this now. Vaguely. Venture company evidence. Nice. Just came naturally. Did you gouge me? Piece of shit. There's a cave. Huh. I think the herb is in the cave. I'm not sure though. There's definitely tin in the cave. Not that anyone wants tin. Not even me. Alright, maybe I'm wrong about this cave. So I don't see any herbs in here. No. Alright, where's this herb? I used to study herbology in Dalaran. Charred Vale. Local ancients in the Charred Vale. Okay. Now I understand. No. I'm getting outrogued. How dare you? There. I mean, it's right there. I may as well. What do you think? They're going to be named up there or something that I have to come back for? Or is it just another interesting object in the area? Alright, we need to go back to the Charred Vale and find one of those. I think it's the Ents. But I'm not sure. Oh, but my food is almost here. Oh, do those two areas connect then? Okay. Did not know. Alright, guys. I'll check you guys next time. Thanks for joining me. See you whenever. Hail Hydra.